Namaste, dear students. This is Basavaraj Bilgi. Today we are going to start with the syllabus of third semester Basic English for Rani Chennamma University, Belagavi. The title of the chapter is Vinoba Bhave. Today we will discuss Vinoba Bhave, his life, his education, and the movement which he started, and the movement which is called as the Bhudana movement. The learning objectives of this chapter are: after studying this chapter, the students will be familiar with life and education of Vinoba Bhave, and the students will also be familiar with the Gandhian influence on Vinoba Bhave, and they will be familiar with the Bhudana movement, also the religious life of Vinoba Bhave. The session outcomes of this session are: after this session, the students will be able to understand the life and achievement of Vinoba Bhave, the influence of Gandhian philosophy on Vinoba Bhave, the concept of Sarvodaya, as well the Bhudana movement. Contents of this session are: introduction, life and education, association with Gandhi, role in freedom struggle, social work, Bhudana movement, religious life, and conclusion. To introduce Vinoba Bhave, Vinoba Bhave was born in Maharashtra. He is popularly known as Acharya Vinoba Bhave. He was a non-violence activist, freedom fighter, social reformer, and spiritual teacher. He was an avid follower of Mahatma Gandhi. Vinoba, throughout his life, upheld the doctrines of non-violence and equality. He dedicated his life to serve the poor and the downtrodden, and stood up for their rights. Most of his adult life he led as an ascetic style of existence, centered on spiritual beliefs of right and wrong. Vinoba is best known for his Bhudana movement, which is called as gift of the land. Vinoba once says, all revolutions are spiritual at the source. And he continues, all my activities have the sole purpose of achieving a union of hearts. Vinoba believes in confluence of hearts, and he believes in love and affection. He says, we can win the hearts by love, not by enmity or not by richness, he says. Vinoba was the first recipient of the International Raman Magsaysay Award for Community Leadership in the year 1958. He was also conferred with the Bharata Ratna, which is the highest civilian awards to be given in India. He got Bharata Ratna posthumously in the year 1983. Posthumously, see. Posthumously means Maranada Nantara. Next we will discuss his early life. His original name was Vinayak Narhari Bhave. He born at Gagode in Kolaba district in Maharashtra on September 11th, 1895. He was the eldest son of Narahari Shambhu Rao and Rukmini Devi. He had four siblings, three brothers and one sister. His mother Rukmini Devi was a very religious person and instilled in Vinoba a deep sense of spiritualism. As a student, Vinoba was quite fond of mathematics. He also developed a spiritual conscience quite early, having studied the Bhagavad Gita under the tutelage of his grandfather. He studied Bhagavad Gita at an early age. He was a good student and had traditional education, but it did not appeal to Vinoba. He considered renouncing social life and head out to the Himalayas. On other days, he considered joining the Indian independence struggle. He was very much interested in traveling and he started traveling the length of the country. In his journey, he went on learning all the regional languages along with knowledge of scriptures and Sanskrit. He learnt all the regional languages of India and he also learnt Sanskrit to understand Indian holy scriptures. He came to the holy city of Banaras, where he came across a piece on Mahatma Gandhi, specifically about a speech he gave at the Banaras Hindu University. The course of his life was altered after he read the writing or the speech given by Mahatma Gandhi ji. Then Vinoba burns his entire school and college certificates on his way to Mumbai in 1916 to appear for the intermediate examination. He burnt all his documents related to education. He started corresponding with Gandhi. Then, after 1916, he started going with Mahatma Gandhi ji on Indian tour. Mahatma Gandhi ji was very much impressed with 20-year-old Vinoba, and once Vinoba invites Mahatma Gandhi ji to Kochrab Ashram in Ahmedabad. Vinoba meets Gandhi on the June 7, 1916 and took residence at the ashram. Vinoba dutifully participated in all the activities at the ashram, leading an austere and sparse life. Vinoba Bhave dedicated his life towards various programs designed by Mahatma Gandhi ji like the Khadi Andolan, teaching, etc. The name Vinoba, a traditional Marathi epithet signifying great respect, was conferred upon him by Mama Padke, another member of the ashram. Actually, his name was Vinayak Narahari Bhave, and the name Vinoba was given to him by a person called Mama Padke. Next, we will discuss Vinoba Bhave's association with Gandhiji. Vinoba was attracted towards the principles and ideologies of Mahatma Gandhi, and he considered Gandhi as his guru from both political and spiritual point of view. Remember, Vinoba Bhave considers Mahatma Gandhiji as his guru. Vinoba followed Gandhi's leadership without question. Over the years, the bond between Vinoba and Gandhi grew stronger, and his involvement in constructive programs for the society kept increasing. As the bond between Vinoba and Mahatma went on growing, the social works which they were doing went on increasing day by day. Mahatma Gandhiji, in a letter to Vinoba, writes, I do not know in what terms to praise you. Your love and your character fascinate me, and so does your self examination. I am not fit to measure your worth. I accept your own estimate and assume the position of a father to you. Vinoba spent a better part of his life in the ashrams set up by the leader, carrying out the various programs designed by Gandhi. Vinoba brought out a monthly in Marathi named Maharashtra Dharma, which dealt with Gandhian philosophy, and the book comprised of by the contributions of various philosophers of his contemporary society. Vinoba Bhave's political ideologies were directed towards principles of peaceful non cooperation in order to attain freedom. Vinoba Bhave took part in all the political programs designed by Gandhi and even went on to participating in the same. Vinoba believed in Gandhi's social beliefs like equality among Indians and various religions. Vinoba also participated in Indian freedom struggle, and we will study how he contributed for Indian freedom struggle. Under the influence of Mahatma Gandhi, Vinoba also got involved in the Indian freedom struggle. He took part in non-cooperation movement, and especially the call for use of Swadeshi goods. Vinoba Bhave believed in Swadeshi movement, and he actively participated in Swadeshi movement, which suggests Indians to use Swadeshi goods instead of foreign imports. Vinoba Bhave was many times arrested by the then British government, and they accused Vinoba Bhave of conspiring against British rule in India. The government many times sent him to jail for 6 months to Dhulia. When he was in jail, when he was in prison, he started teaching different subjects of Bhagavad Gita in Marathi to the prisoners, and all the lectures which were given by Vinoba Bhave were recorded, and now they are in a book form. Till the year 1940, Vinoba Bhave was known by lesser number of people. On 5th October 1940, Mahatma Gandhi introduces Vinoba Bhave to the nation by issuing a statement. It was Vinoba Bhave who was chosen as the first individual satyagrahi by Gandhiji himself. Satyagrahi is nothing but trying hard to be true and achieve freedom. It is also one of the philosophical ideologies of Mahatma Gandhiji. Next we will discuss Vinoba Bhave's contribution to society. Vinoba Bhave worked tirelessly towards eradicating social evils like inequality, casteism, child marriage, and poverty. He was influenced by the examples set by his Guru Gandhiji. Vinoba takes up the cause of people that his Guru lovingly referred to as Harijans. It was his aim to establish the kind of society that Gandhi had envisioned in an independent India. He adopted the term Sarvodaya from Gandhi, which simply means Sarvodaya means progress for all. ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಮಾನವಾದಂತಹ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವುದು. The Sarvodaya movement under him implemented various programs during the 1950s. The important one was Bhudana movement. Now we will discuss a little bit about Bhudana movement, which was started by Vinoba Bhave in the year 1951. The Bhudana movement started in the year 1951 from the state of Telangana. Vinoba requested the landlords to contribute land for the poor, and he went on to each landlords and requested them, folding his hands, to give their lands to the poor people, to the Harijans, to the peasants, landless peasants. On April 18, 1951, the Harijans of the Ponchapalli village requested him to provide them with around 80 acres of land to make a living. Vinoba asked the landlords of the village to come forward and save the Harijans. To everybody's surprise, a landlord got up and offered the required land. The incident added a new chapter in the history of sacrifices and non-violence. The Bhudana movement added another pillar to the Gandhian philosophy of sacrifice and non-violence. It was the beginning of Bhudana movement in Telangana. When he was able to get the land from the rich, the movement got started boomingly. The Bhudana movement continued for 13 years. And Vinoba toured the length and breadth of the country. He covered a total distance of 58,741 kilometers to achieve his aim. He was successful in collecting around 4.4 million acres of land, of which around 1.3 million was distributed among poor landless farmers. He helped the poor to earn their livelihood by getting the land from the landlords who had thousands of acres of land in their holding and giving that land to the poor people. Vinoba Bhave helped the poor people to earn their livelihood. The moment he was able to inspire the landlords to give their land selflessly. Many times, Vinoba would stand up in the meeting and fold his hands and beg the rich landlords to contribute to sacrifice the land so that the poor can have their livelihood. And he also requested the landlords by telling them that consider him as another son of them and give his part. And one day when Vinoba was on the tour, A poor farmer who had only 1 acre of land, after listening to Vinoba Bhave, was ready to sacrifice his 1 acre land. That's where many landlords who had thousands of acres came forward to contribute to give lands to the poor people. Vinoba Bhave had got a ox cart in which he kept a typewriter, stationery, and a spinning wheel, and he would travel early in the morning at 4. Every day, early in the morning at 4, he would get up and start his journey to the next village. And when the touring party reaches the next village, they would set up there and would call a meeting of the landlords of that village, also the meeting of the poor people who did not have land. And when he got land from the landlords, he would distribute that land there itself to the poor people and would form a committee to look after the given land. And he would also request the committee to look into the problems of seed and fertilizers so that the poor could earn their livelihood. And his words appealed to the landlords, and because he spoke lovingly, because he spoke from the bottom of his heart, and he convinced the landlords, he convinced the rich people to uplift the poor and the landless people. This is how Budhana movement got success. And later on, when he was living that particular village, he would call upon youths of that village and would request them to work towards the achievement of equality in the village. Now we will discuss the religious life of Vinoba Bhave. Vinoba sacrificed his personal life for the welfare of society, for the welfare of the poor, and for the welfare of the Harijans. Later on, he sets up a hut in a lonely place to achieve peace of mind. And he had only one thing with him, that was a spinning wheel. He would sit in front of that small hut, small mud hut, and would start spinning from early morning till evening. He knitted his own dress from khadi clothes. He advises the poor farmers about cultivation and farming. Later on, lot of people started coming to his hut requesting him to advise them in cultivation and farming, and he tirelessly, he without hesitation starts helping the poor people, the poor farmers, the people who got land out of Budhana movement. It was, the movement was very much successful because of the dedication of Vinoba Bhave and because of the selfless work of Vinoba Bhave, and the poor people, the landless people started living a respectful life only because of Vinoba Bhave. To conclude, we can say that Vinoba Bhave was a man of words. He lived his words. He said what he has done, and he had done what he said. He dedicated all his life for the welfare and upliftment of the poor, downtrodden, and helpless people. Budhana movement was a great success because of his dedication and sacrifice. Bhave brought about a social change in the Indian society, and it was he who instilled that great revolutions can be done non-violently, and great revolutions can be brought about peacefully. And it was he who gave a respectful life to the poor people, the landless people. Thank you very much.